What's going on, everyone? Make sure you log in, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, J.Matthew TV. Oh boy, we're gonna get Shiznai. Okay, so I know I ain't been on here in a while, you know, guys. I've been going through my thingy thing. Let me see something so y'all can see me. Make sure y'all can see me. Might be a little dark where I'm at. Oh, you can see me. It's pretty bright. It's bright now. Okay, all right. So what's going on, y'all? What up? Okay, so make sure that okay, so we're gonna get into this shit tonight. Okay, so we got Sanetta again on this whole freaking. He's on a mission to make. He did this video, I guess, or this live, him being a child molester and all this other shit. But then, so let's see. So Sanetta got it out for God. I don't know. God must have did something to him and pissed him off because he got it out for the Lord. Got it out for
tell you, don't do it. Be righteous. Be respectful. Love.
And we're gonna take it all the way back because I don't want him to say, you know,
even
hey, you skip this,
Israelite.
Skip this, you skip that. If it start getting dry, I'm gonna go for it. But for the most part. Come on, Si.
Support that you give all of us from the Arm and Raw Squad, all of us, family. You know? Hey, where you at, Michael Eddie? Michael Eddie, I gotta talk to you, Michael Ed. Michael Eddie, where you at?
Okay.
Some call him Edwards. Where you at, Michael Eddie? Gotta talk to you tonight.
There we go. Give it a little bit more light.
I just want to know, man, do you think that the Hebrews are really giving you the true teachings of the Bible, or are they making up a lot of stuff?
There we go. There we go. Let's get it cracking tonight.
I'm going to tell you right now, they making up a lot of stuff. And this is why it's important for us to read it for ourselves. Because we can understand, we can comprehend. You feel me? And so I'm going to show y'all some things tonight where in 1 minute, God is telling you he's the most merciful. He loves you. He adores you.
Now listen to this, y'all.
Forever and ever. And then in the next minute, he's telling you some other stuff. He's killing nations. He's killing a whole bunch of, just nations of people. This God, man. 1 minute he's telling you, and I want y'all to see, y'all got to understand something. Let me, I don't want to turn up so quick, but y'all know how.
And, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. At the end of this live, I'm going to explain to everyone what God is, who God is, and how we human beings are connected to God. Do God know all? Does God see all? And all of those things. All right? We're gonna talk about it because I've done it a little bit before, but I don't think that maybe people missed it, they didn't get it or whatever. But I'm gonna go over all that, okay? And this is for so Sanetta understand too. Maybe it might help him understand some things, maybe a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and do this.
Your brother get it in. I turns it up. Cause it's just me. If I don't do that, then y'all say, nah, something wrong with that nigga Sanetta. That's not the Sanetta I know. You feel me? So, listen to me, family. We got the reason together.
Feel free to leave a comment. Make sure you hit that like button.
When God is telling you, I am the creator, I am the author of good. That's all you supposed to be about, nigga. Right? And then he tells you, I am also the author and the creator of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Come Come on, that right there don't strike nothing to y'all. That don't ring no bells in your head. First,
I cannot wait to explain this one, because this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Y'all get y'all popcorn tonight. Get your popcorn. Get your little wherever it is. Get comfortable, because this is gonna be a long ride, right? It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun. Cause Side Data, hold on. First of all, brothers and sisters, you better make sure when you come inside Data's, channel, you better make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Side Data channel. Over here on Black News 102 family, all we trying to do is get them donations. Be a patron. Don't sit up there and just leave leave Side Data hanging. Come on now. Now, if you can get them rappers and get them niggas Gucci and Fendi, you see them niggas, they be wearing all that shit. I can't take it. I want some too. It's like make sure you get your popcorn and all that shit. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have fun. We're going to break this shit down. I'm sorry. Y'all know I've been down and out. I'm still going through my shit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my previous videos. I'm not going to mention anything anymore. If you want a Cash App or whatever like that, those in the other videos. All right? But please, go there, watch those videos. That's it. I'm not going to keep doing that shit every video. But with that being said, let's get into the shit. Let's have some fun tonight. All right?
Well, why do we need you, God, to bring evil on the planet if you lying on Satan, you snitching on the devil, talking about the devil is all about bad and the devil does evil and the devil do this, but then you come in and you must have took a drink or something and now you telling us that you are the author of evil. Not Satan, but you, God. I thought God was the essence of good, and I thought Satan was supposed to be the bad guy. Do y'all, come on, man, reason with me with this Harry Potter book, y'all. This shit is so simple to pick apart, but y'all not going into it because you've been taught to what? Fear God, and we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna show you. You've been taught to fear God. See? That's the problem. And so when y'all hear me talking about God in the language that I talk about him in, family, I'm not talking about the most loving God of the world. Understand, I'm talking about the Hebrews' God, the white man's God. Because that's who the Hebrews got. They got the white man, check? And they believe that this is our God. Why you think following the white man's book? Why do you think it's filled with so much homosexuality in the book? It's in there because they following the white man. There's so many clues up in there. Put your hand under my thigh. We done proved it to you what the thigh represents. And Garfield asked the dude on the show the other day, will you put your hand under somebody's thigh? Instead of the nigga saying, no, I'm not going there because I know what that is. I saw it. This nigga said yes in order to defend the lie. Garfield said, you know what? I don't even want to talk. I talk to you later, brother. I just started laughing like, yo, this shit is crazy with these Hebrews, So, what I want to do is, I want to show you that these niggas like Michael Edwards, Israel Doctrine, so-called Black Jesus minister, these niggas supposed to be ministers. Well, first let me show you what they God say according to the Bible. I'll tell you what they God say according to the Bible.
Let's hear
What do they say?
Let's hear
In Jeremiah 23:11, for both prophets and priests are profane. Now Michael,
for both prophet and hold on. Now let me do my due diligence. For both prophet and priest are profane. Yeah, in my house have I found their wickedness, says the Lord. For both prophet and priest are profane. Yeah, in my house I have found their wickedness, says the Lord. That's so fucking explanatory. Yes, there are motherfuckers that have been in my house that have said that they are this way, but they're not. And they're that way. And I found out this shit. And I've been tricked, or they had me to believe that they were one way and they weren't. They were another. I'm trying to...
will curse up a storm.
Let's see.
Right? Y'all know that. So you know they false prophets. Right there. It says, for both prophet and priest are profane. Yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, saith the Lord. So the Lord...
Okay. Hold on, Sonetta. Hold on, brother. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Okay, so, yes. What the hell goes on now today? I mean, priests, pastors, reverends, teachers, doctors. I mean, people of high title, standards, and degrees that are responsible for protecting us, loving us, guiding us, showing us a better way if we're going through struggle in life. How many times have those people done the wrong thing, taken advantage of who they were, what position they was in? How many? It ain't been more like what? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers acting like, or he making it seem like it was just one person whoever did this. No, yes, there are places where people who do they practice or where it is that they went to school for or whatnot, and they the most fucked up people in the world. Y'all motherfuckers don't watch To Catch a Predator? Look at that priest that went the fuck off. He was a priest in an all-boys Catholic school. So that's what God's saying. Like, yeah, there are motherfuckers who say that they're this, and I found these motherfuckers to be foul. So what is the argument? What?
Right there. See, I use their shit against them. That's how you gotta do them. That's how you gotta do them. Use their own book against them. The Lord ain't down with that stuff. But they will come up with scriptures saying that it's all right for us to curse. It's all right for us to lie. The Lord wants us to lie. The Lord wants us to curse. That's what they would do. But again, I'm showing you. Michael Eddy says he's a priest. Well, let's see what God say. Look at what Jeremiah say about you. For both prophets and priests are profane. Ye, in my house have I found their wickedness, saith the Lord. Say the Lord. God damn. Right there. Right there. The Most High, the Lord, is telling you these niggas are wicked. See? So I'm going to use their book against them. Being that you want to use the book, I go into the book and beat you up with it. It's simple.
Yeah, but if you're going to use the book the right way, though, and know exactly and full what you're talking about. Don't go, stop. Hold on, that supports my idea, and then don't finish the rest of the shit. You just stop where it benefits you, and then you think like, okay, we use this part, and well, explain this, brother, and what about this, and what about that? It's like, look, listen, man. This is the thing. I'll say one thing real quick. This is the thing about the Bible. Okay, it's made in a way for it to be. How should I put it? For it to be taken in more than one way, far as whatever aspect in life that whatever phase or thing you're going through in life that it can incorporate or interpret to, rather than you sitting up here trying to say, God killed nations and this, that, and the third. You have to go deeper than you just blatantly saying stuff. You're teaching out of the hatred that you have for God. You're not really doing your due diligence and digging the information up and really getting into it and breaking it down. What does this shit really mean? Could it be taken this way or this way? No, you want to take it one way, set that narrative, and run with it. That's what you're doing. That's what they all do.
Family. Check.
Set the narrative and run. Just run with that motherfucker fast as you can. Let's deal with a little bit of the
lies that these niggas be talking about. For example, I ain't even opened up my shit yet. I'm ready to go in. Before I go in, let me get one of my songs that I have taken from. I'm bogarting this song from my brother Garfield. Let's get it. This is what we gonna do. Speak the truth. Speak the truth.
Alright, we're not doing all that.
Michael Eddy, Black Jesus Minister. Shout out to Khalid Omani, one of my teachers when it comes to this.
Let's get to like the meat of this shit.
Go up, thou boat.
Let's get to the motherfucking.
All the best of the best that come here and dispute what I'm saying. You know why it's impossible to dispute what I'm saying?
Ooh, I can't wait till I get to that part. Ooh,
one of my
shit.
teachers when it comes to this Bible studies. You feel me? When it comes to this Bible, man, this brother Khalil been doing this shit since before these niggas before they even knew what Eddie and Jesus. These niggas been doing this shit for like damn near 10.
Yeah.
Michael Evers and God had a close relationship. Michael Fed. Michael Eddie, my bad, y'all. Michael Eddie is gonna let you know that he sat down with God. And God told him about the God and all of that. One of my teachers when it comes to this Bible studies. You feel me? When it comes to this Bible, man,
let me go where he was. Talking about he's gonna tell you about
was taken out of man.
All right.
My bad, y'all. Michael Eddie is gonna let you know that he sat down with God, and God told him about the God and all of that. You heard? Shout out to Morpheus, another one of my teachers, y'all. Make no mistake about it, Morpheus is a bad man. That's a bad man right there. All right? So that's another one of my teachers. One thing about me, I ain't got no hang-ups. I don't care. If a brother know more than me, goddamn it, he my teacher. He's my teacher. Ain't no ego there. You see? That's the difference with your brother Sarnetta. So we're gonna go into Michael Eddie, and let's see what Michael Eddie is talking about. Check it.
Michael Eddie.
The Bible ain't never told you that Adam and Eve, those two entities, were the first people on the earth, dumbass.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear it? Let me know if y'all heard that.
I heard it.
The Bible ain't never told you that Adam and Eve, those two entities, were the first people on the earth, dumbass.
He said the Bible never told you that Adam and Eve was the first two people on the earth, dumbass. And then he put that shit behind it, dumbass. Now look how long these niggas been teaching this Bible, and Michael Eddie don't know that the Bible do say Adam and Eve are the first two people on the earth.
And Sarnetta, you be calling people names too. Stop it. You be calling the audience names
Adam
as well.
And Eve, those two entities, were the first people on the earth, dumbass.
They be
See what
mad.
happened is the dumb nigga got caught up on the land of Nod. We all know that. Yeah, Adam, his son went down and he met some people in the land of Nod. But here's the question they never asked you. How old was Adam when he got kicked out of heaven? Not heaven, but how old was Adam when he got kicked out of the garden? Remember, he lived to be what? 900 and something years old? Right? So if you live to be 900 plus, how old was he when he got kicked out of the garden? That's not what they comprehended. But they want to tell you, Sarnetta don't know this Bible. Sarnetta don't know nothing. Sarnetta don't comprehend this. I'm the teacher. Nigga, if you're the teacher, then you should know. Adam and Eve was the first humans on the planet. It don't tell you how the people of Nod got there. And if they do, show it. Show me how they got there. And if you can show me, you cut me. None of y'all can show me how the people of the people in Nod got to where they was at. But what I can show you is that Adam and Eve was indeed the first people on the earth, according to the scriptures, y'all. I'm not saying I believe that nonsense. I'm just showing you that these niggas make up what they want to make up. Check. So, let's get to it.
Let's go.
The Bible ain't never told you that Adam and Eve, those two entities, were the first people on the earth, dumbass.
He said the Bible never told you that, dumbass. Damn. Well, this nigga must have didn't go to Genesis 2:21-23. And damn, I can't really see that shit. Damn, my eyes is toe up. Let me try to blow this up a little bit for me. Oh, man. Yeah, I see it. Well, I'm telling instead, listen, y'all. Therefore, 22. And the rib which the Lord God have taken from man, made he a woman and brought her unto Adam. Just stop right there. Brought her unto Adam. Now check this out. 23. And Adam said, there is no bone, there is now a bone, my bone, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called what? What should she be called? Woman. Because she was taken out of man. Now Adam right there is telling you that Eve should be called who? Woman. Which should be the first woman on the planet. Let's get it again.
The Bible ain't never told you that Adam and Eve, those two entities, were the first people on the earth, dumbass.
God never told you that. But when you're looking at Genesis right here, he's telling you he put Adam into a deep sleep. Let's go further. Genesis 3:20. And Adam called his wife name. And Adam called his wife's name Eve. Why? Why did he call her Eve? Because she was the mother of all living. Let's just stop right there and let it marinate. Because she was the mother of all living. Now, nigga, if you can show me something else other than this, you know what you're doing? You are proving my point that the Bible is nothing but a goddamn Harry Potter book, and that the Bible is nothing but a book of contradictions. Check. I want y'all to see this.
Good Lord. Here
Oh
we go.
no! What about the people in the land called Nod? See, even when they see that, it don't resonate to these dumb niggas. That damn, how come God told us that Eve is the mother of all living? You know why? Because they are not here to try to prove the Bible wrong. They just want to go along with the shit, with the story. Because if it proved them wrong, then they got to say, damn, I got to leave this book alone. And they need something to believe in. They need a book that.
That's why I just said. That's why I said they need, like, people need something to believe in. That's for those who are taking the book and switching it and changing the motherfucking narrative of it. You know, I think what it seemed like, and this dawned on me. You know, maybe God was doing one too many things at one time. It was going so fast that maybe people get things confused and get them mixed up, or it looks all like a contradiction because God moves so fast. You know, there could have been people here, there, and there, but these might have been the very first people that were created. You know, these are the very first people that created, the very first woman who gave birth to another human being, and then there were other humans, you know, placed upon the earth, or was on the earth. I mean, you know, they couldn't sit up there and populate up off of each other like that fast. It's just the fact that, you know, we fucked up, and then it's just like how the fuck do you explain it? How you explain it? Blame it on God.
Clean too. They need something to believe in. You see? Because them lazy bastards, they ain't gonna get up and want to do it for themselves. So they gotta have a God that's gonna come and rescue them. That's gonna come and free them. They don't want to be the one that said, damn, this shit is all a lie. Let me get the hell up and do what I got to do for myself and for my family and for my people. I want y'all to really take a look at this and try to understand it. You say, oh man, God is evil. God is wicked. You don't want to be like the devil. Right or wrong, y'all? Do y'all hear them saying this? You don't want to be wicked. You don't want to be evil. Why would y'all want to be like God? God is the devil. That's all they say. Sarnetta, you the devil, Sarnetta. I'm not killing no children. I'm not killing people. I'm not killing motherfuckers for pulling out and not busting a nut in the girls. I'm not doing none of that. But I tell you who are? Your God. The God of the Hebrews are doing all of that. But I'm wicked and I'm evil and I ain't killed nobody. I haven't killed nobody. I'm just wicked and evil for what? Telling y'all the truth. For putting you up on game. I'm putting you up on this game, y'all. That's what I'm here to do. I'm putting you up on the game of these Hebrews, of these pastors, of these preachers. I ain't killed not one soul. But I'm wicked and I'm evil and I'm the devil. Oh my God. And then, all right, I see somebody say God might get you. Listen, family. everybody will die. And when I die, believe me, God ain't had nothing to do with it. That was my time to move on.
See, that's what you get. That's what you ain't getting. You thinking about, you sitting up here talking about right the fuck now. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about now, like God's going to pop up to, talking mad shit. Yeah, ain't nobody saying that. But you know what I mean? God's gonna have you have a time where you're gonna have a conversation with something. Okay? You're gonna have a conversation one day, whether it's probably gonna be outside your physical being, and you're gonna have to be able to answer some things. So I was being fucking said to you.
Everybody shall die.
Everybody talking about God gonna kill you.
Shut it up. You niggas act like you're gonna live forever.
This guy here is crazy.
The only thing that is promised to you in life is death. That's it. You can give the credit to God all you want. But when you leave, nigga, you're leaving. God ain't had...
You know what? So my biggest question to Sonetta is this. If you do not believe in God, what do you believe in? Who do you believe in? How did we get here, buddy? How? What magical, mystical force that you been studying or talking to that told you otherwise?
Nothing to do with that. You had everything to do with that. Your health, your body. You died of older age. You died of because of all the bullshit that we eat. You died because of the pollution in the water. That ain't had nothing to do with God doing that. Check. All right, let's go. Let's continue. What else you got, son? Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Right.
Let that shit marinate.
Right. You don't get it for a minute. So while he glitching out, I'm going. Let me explain this, okay? I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. I formed the light. God made light. I created darkness. For God started where there was nothing, and then created light from darkness, and separated light from darkness. Okay, I make peace. I make peace. God makes peace. I create and create evil. Not I put evil on the world or on the planet. For the fact that, you know, God had something or someone that God entrusted, but it didn't go that way, and it turned into something else and became evil. Well, if you want to call it evil, or just became going on its own accord or agenda. So with that being said, if you have two sons, if I have two kids, if one of them turn out a freaking mass shooter and the other one turns out a college graduate with a, you know what I mean, with a degree in law or something like that, I would feel like, oh my God, I created a monster if my kid is out there killing and doing all this other stuff. Not saying that I taught him and trained him to and set him out into the world to do those things, but I would feel guilty to know that something that I brought up, I raised, someone that I know I didn't teach to be that way, has turned into what they turned into. I would feel responsible. Not far as I create evil, I just put shit here and... No, man, come on, man. You gotta know what you're reading. If you don't understand it, don't fuck with it. And that's why God said, I do all these things. Not that, yeah, I give you a hard time and shit like that. No, it's not that. But God, in a sense, feels like, you know, damn, this person or this entity or this thing that I trusted betrayed me. And it came from me. It's a part of me. And I'm gonna explain that part of us being part of God and everything at the end here. But, you know, damn, that's something that's part of me, and look what it turned into. Like, you gotta go deeper than that, man. You gotta know what the fuck you reading. It goes deeper than the layers that you put it on there because you wanna prove a point, brother. You gotta dig deeper. You gotta go deeper than that. You're talking about the words coming from God, not from no nigga you know or some person you know up the street. From God. You got to understand that shit, and you got to dig deep.
Come on, man. Damn, what happened, y'all? Damn, let's go.
Yeah, see, God didn't like that. God knocked your damn picture out. God said, I don't like that. Pop. Just take his face off the thing. I said, I don't like that. That's enough. Enough. Time out. Time out, Tamar.
What happened? Did God blink my fucking camera off?
Yeah, they did. Just
what the fuck you doing, God? Did you blink my camera off, nigga? Yo. Yeah. Let me put on my I got another one.
I just say
I got a backup. There it is, right there. I got a backup. See that?
Oh, man.
God done blinked off one of my damn
That's right. God don't play.
I got a backup.
Now, do you believe God real? Do you believe?
Nah, I think I hit the wire.
No, you ain't hit no damn wire. God hit that wire.
I got backups, y'all.
Yeah, you better have backup. You better have Lucifer back here.
I gotta get this one right, though. Let me fix my other one. I think I hit the plug.
Oh, man. God's showing you right there, and you still don't believe. God said, you know what? Watch this. Click. I bet you still don't believe. I just cut this camera off. He's still gonna be hard-headed. God, that's why God was like, I gotta leave this planet. I gotta leave, man. These people are crazy. You tell them don't do it. They say, fuck you. Look you in your face and do it.
Damn. All right, let me get the other camera back on now.
This is
shit.
Yeah, God ain't no joke.
I got backups. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got 3 cameras on this shit right here. But I'm gonna get my other one back on. I think I hit the plug. That's what happened.
That's crazy.
And you know,
yo.
some of these Hebrew spooks say, oh shit. Yeah, God did that.
Yeah. You know too, nigga, you scared.
Well, God put it back, nigga. How about that?
Nah, Lucifer said,
See,
God said, yeah.
God know I'm bringing the truth.
No, because I'm supposed to probably expose your shit. That's why God said, I'm going to go on because I got somebody working on your ass.
I form the light and create darkness.
Oh, gosh. Man.
I make peace. That's you, God. And create evil. Hold up. I want y'all to look at that. And create evil. So God, what the fuck is you mad about Satan? If Satan doing evil shit, why you upset? Why you mad that Satan doing evil shit, but you yourself create the evil? You create the homosexuality, according to Michael Eddy. Michael Eddy said, yeah, you created that shit. Check. I'm gonna move on.
That's a damn lie.
Let's move on.
That's a damn lie. That's a lie. I don't give a fuck who Michael, whoever you said. I can tell you. You can say, well, I talked to J.Matthew. You know, I talked to J.Matthew. You know, and that brother, he said, you know, God didn't create that shit. Yeah, God didn't create no fucking homosexuality. Show me this. I love to see this one. I think I've seen some of that conversation before. I'm not too sure, but I would love to see that one. Yeah, God created homosexuality, sure. What? The man got tired of the woman and said, God said, you know what I mean, fuck it, I'm with you. And then put Tyrone on here so you can fuck with Tyrone. Man, stop it, man. Stop. Just stop it. Like I said, I'm going to explain this shit. I'm going to explain it. It's hard to hold back right now, but I'm going to hold back and wait.
Oh, that's the same thing? Okay. So what I would like to do, family, is, which I got Infodesi tomorrow. I have Infodesi. He will be in the building. Not in the building, but live. I already got it on. With it? Nah, I'm here to teach the truth. If I gotta teach this Bible, it's gonna be the truth because y'all niggas are adding to the word. Y'all taking out from the word.
That's what you doing.
Putting it in like y'all had a personal conversation
That's
with
what
God.
Doing. That's what you doing.
Damn it, I'm gonna read it for what it says. That's how I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, for the narrative that you wanted to set forth, so the shit fits your motherfucking perspective, not for what the fuck it really means. You know what I mean? Because you got a hidden agenda that you hate. Listen, let me ask you. Let me tell y'all this. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear me coming on here bashing Buddhism, bashing another religion, or nothing like that. All right? If there's something I don't agree with, or that's not what I am, or whatever, there's no need for me to you know what I mean, go wholehearted on it, unless it start getting like, if that religion starts going out of hand, like some nature boy shit or whatever, you know, or I come across it and I see it, you know what I'm saying? But for somebody who really studies something to hate it so much, seems like there's something else going on here, something else beyond a Black News 102, beyond, you know, Sonetta and shit like that. Like, this motherfucker, you been paid to do something else? Are you working for somebody else? That's what I want to know. Because you do a lot of damn research to be really pissed off. Who does a lot of research to get mad? And set the accord how you want it to be, because you
and I don't need to read it in no goddamn Hebrew or no goddamn Greek. You gave it to us in English, and nigga, I'm gonna read it in English. That's how I'm gonna read it. Our people ain't no goddamn Hebrew. We don't read Hebrew. Michael Eddie, what your dumb ass should have did was took Spanish for a second language instead of trying to take Hebrew for a second language. Gosh and Taka and Gak and Tazayaka. The fuck is y'all niggas talking about? Nobody understand that silliness.
The fuck?
Why do you think that our youth is not trying to hear that dumb shit y'all talking about? And Gak this
nigga, this is not.
Man, he tickled me. But I think a lot of these brothers don't even.
So he called the woman. And what? She was also the first woman on the first being on the planet. All the humans came from her. It's telling you that. So I don't give a damn about the land of Nod. See, when people saying that God kicked Adam out of the garden, when did God kick him out of the garden? See what I'm saying? This where you think at. How old was he? He didn't kick him out the first day that he made him. Because, remember, he was 125 years old when his son came on the planet, Seth. He was 125 years when Seth came. So how old was Adam when he got kicked out of the garden? Nigga, that's 100 goddamn years later.
Oh,
it's already, of course there's people here now. Y'all niggas, these niggas is crazy. Huh?
That was crazy when he said that narrative. That narrative is
it's just a contradiction on the beginning.
That's all it shows, brother. That's all it. Again, when God said, remember the first day, the second day, He given us of everything. Yes, but you gotta answer the question. Yes, but you gotta answer the question. When God said, "Let us make man in our likeness and our image," was there men here on the planet? Yes or no?
Okay, listen. Now don't interrupt me. Let me explain to you now. When they said that was when He first made mankind. That's man and woman, not just man.
All right, stop. You already answered that question. You answered that. Show me where men and women was already on the earth. Because when they said you are the mother of all mankind, of all living, was God lying to Eve? Was they lying to us? When they told Eve, where's that? Let me get it. When they said, you are the mother.
Okay, so now listen. When He said that to them, He was using that to refer to them as being the rulers of all of mankind.
Show me where it say that. Show me where it says that at. I'm only saying this to you because you are the rulers of mankind. Show me.
Yes, that's what it meant. Like the Hebrew.
Brother, how the hell you know what it meant if God ain't tell you? Did you speak to God?
You be quiet and listen.
No, I'm not gonna be quiet because you trying to pull a film over our eyes like we don't understand this fucking bullshit Harry Potter book. Nigga, stop the bullshit. Stop it. We know how to read. We understand what it's saying. You add to this shit. You add to this shit. I ain't going for that. I'm not gonna let you bamboozle my people. Because they already weak when it comes to this shit already. And then when y'all come with this technology shit, making up your own shit, show it to me in the Bible. If you can't, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. I ain't with all that, man. Stop the bullshit, man. I ain't got no...
Just because you yell don't mean you right. Just because you raise your voice don't mean you're right. Y'all can leave questions and comments in the comment section. Don't just sit there and watch. But please make sure you hit that like button. But just because you get right, brother, just because you get riled up and stuff like that, it don't make you right. Sonetta get upset. It's Sonetta say some things Sonetta really don't mean. It's Sonetta, okay, all right, brother, I'll go back and I apologize. It's like that. But just because you yell don't make you right, man. It just make you loud. It just make you a loud, wrong person.
No goddamn time for that stupid shit. Peace and black power.
See, now he cursing. Now he cussing.
What's going on, Louis? These niggas is crazy.
Oh, my
Don't tell
God.
me, I hope you ain't coming in with this bullshit, man. Was it people on the earth, Louis? When God said, let us make man in our image, was it people here already? Thank you, man. Because if it was, then show it to me in the Bible. Show me where God created them people in the land of Nod. Where did they come from? Does God tell us where they come from? No. Nobody tells us where they come from. Thank you. Go ahead, man.
They always try to, try to make it make sense into their mentality, Whatever question you ask them, they always try to make it make sense. But then when you tell them to show it in the Bible, they never show it in the Bible.
Thank you. And if they can't show it in the Bible, I'm going to hang it up on your ass, nigga, because you making that shit up. I will give you the opportunity to show us in the Bible, but if you can't, get the hell out of here.
Get the hell up out of here, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if somebody can show you the Bible, you be able to accept the answer, or you still going to argue? Probably going to argue still.
I only realize that these niggas is lost. That's the bottom line.
You already.
I know.
Listen, you only going to be lost if you guide yourself away to be lost. If you want to be Hansel and Gretel and use little breadcrumbs, knowing damn well birds or any kind of animal or something can eat them, thinking that's going to lead you back home, then you are going to end up lost. Okay? That's what's going to happen. When you sit there and you try to twist and bend shit to fit your fucking perspective and the way you want to live. Again, Sonetta, what is the purpose at the end of the day? Let's say God is just this fake ass thing that's just been made up, and this planet is what? What, Sonetta? This planet came from what? Now, are you going to tell us the planet's flat next? Are we flat? We ain't round? Are we sitting on a fucking table and God's looking down at us like a fucking chessboard? Like other people proclaim that we're in a fucking dome? I mean, what's next? I mean, what is it? So what is it, brother? What the fuck is it? Who brought us here? Who made us? Since you're so hell-bent on, God being this devilish figure and you can't comprehend what you're reading, and you're taking certain parts literal that fit your narrative and taking other parts that you don't want to be literal and making it and twisting it and bending the word to fit your narrative. Point blank period, man.
You keep dwelling on the Bible and the Bible and the Bible because people need to, they need to wake up. But it don't even matter how many examples. It don't matter how much common sense it is. It's like they just paint a crazy ass picture. And why would you even want to follow anything that the white man gave you in the first place? Especially when you know he gave it to you. Then you trying to write yourself into some shit he gave you.
Right.
You writing yourself.
Shit is crazy, bro.
And then, all right, look, check this out. All right, let me say this. I'm about to say something, and I want you 5 people that are watching, you better tell other people to watch this shit. I'm about to say something that's going to fuck your head up, okay? You always hear these people here talk about how the white man gave us this, the white man gave us that, right? Now, let me say something that's going to fuck your head up and blow your mind at the same time. What do we say about black people that sold us the fuck out to these Europeans? Because they had to be liars and be giving us shit too, okay? They had to be fucking liars and giving us false shit too. Because remember, they was giving these people damn near away that they captured. If one tribe caught another one, they became their slaves, and they had to join that tribe and do what they do and live how they live, all that shit. So every race of people, you look at your fucking history, you betrayed your own. It was one person or a group of people that tried to save the whole. I tried to say the whole lot of the whole generation in whole. All right, for instance, one African. All right, no, one person that was Jewish, considered, named Yeshua, Jesus, tried to save people. God set these people free from Egypt, bring them to a new land. What the fuck do? They turn their back on Jesus, had Jesus hung and shit like that. Then what ends up happening down through history? They end up being killed by Nazis and shit like that. Are you catching what I'm saying? Somebody turn on somebody in their own race, then that whole race ends up suffering for it. They turn on your own kind, they end up suffering. Look at the people in Africa. They sold all these black people, captured them, sold them, thought they was getting the goods and all that, getting good shit, getting the good end of the fucking deal, and they got fucked over. Now look at Africa now, today. Not many black people own fucking Africa. Africa's all chopped the fuck up and other people own it and shit. Now these motherfuckers got fucking flies wrapped around their belly. Africans fucking hate black Americans. I don't understand that shit either. Like, nigga, you never came and got me. Like, motherfucker, you let these niggas catch me and you never fucking came and got me. What the fuck? How the fuck you mad at me? Nigga, no, I'm mad at you. You supposed to be my fucking cousin and you didn't even come help. You gave these niggas to me and never fucking came and got me. And now you mad at me? You mad at me because we found a way to overcome that shit for the most part. Or they polished it up real good for us. So enough that it looked like we living better than y'all, but under the circumstances that may be, we still under their fucking thumb. But let me go ahead and let this man go.
Yeah, man. Peace, brother. Thank you. All right. That's all I want, family. I just get turned up when niggas try to lie and manipulate. You know why? Because it's the love that I have to free the people's mind from this bullshit. And when they come up in here with these constant lies, first he comes in, he's an undercover Hebrew on the low. Yeah, I don't agree with that shit either, man. I ain't with that shit, man. Then this nigga come in here with this old crazy shit. According to the scriptures, family, I'ma say it again. Captain Tazoriak, you teach that it was people here. Adam and Eve was not the first. Going against what the Bible says. Right? That it was people here before Adam and Eve. Show me. And all you're going to do is say, well, look, when Cain went to the land of Nod, he met his wife. Where did they come from? Nobody know, nigga. And you can't tell me where they come from. Stop lying. Because it don't tell you where they come from in the Bible. Yeah, I did my research on it. Them niggas just popped up somewhere. And who knows, like, remember, make sure what you need to do to Zoriak and all you Hebrew niggas out there, find out how old was Adam when he got kicked out of the garden. Go do that research. Because it don't tell you when Adam and Eve ate of the fruit, of the apple. It don't tell you that. It just said the serpent came and told them don't eat of the fruit, and they ate of the fruit. But when did they eat of the fruit? How old was they when they said, you know what, I want to try this damn fruit? It don't tell you that. It says, though, that he was 125 years when he begot his son, Seth. It do say that. So if it's 125 years, that's to say, goddamn, it could have been 125 years ago. After the fact. Of course, there's going to be people on the earth at that time. Check. And I'm not even a Bible scholar, and I can figure all this shit out. Just with a little bit of fucking research and a little bit of understanding.
And a whole lot of bullshit.
Not trying to take the book out of what the hell it's saying to us. Check. Not trying to make the book say what it's not saying. Read within what it's saying. Study what it's saying to us.
Yeah, do that.
And these dumb niggas don't even know that they are contradicting what the book says. So you got to turn it down in the back, though. You got to turn it down in the back.
Still hear that? All right. Yes. Let me turn it down. So I didn't catch what. There we go. I didn't catch the whole thing. I just tuned in.
Oh man, you better go back to the beginning. You missed it.
Yeah. So I don't know what angle most folks is coming from, but I just know that for us as a people, man, we need to study our own history and culture, the ancient sacred science, wisdom, teaching. It's all there, which is the source of all of this stuff that they done twisted all up. You know what I mean? And even the language when we study the metal letter along with that.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. You know what I'm starting to think about science, and I felt this way for a long time. You know, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to wrap this session up with Sonetta, but hold on a second. My ashy knuckles. Okay. So let me break this down to everyone. You know, with this whole God thing, this whole thing with God and who we are and everything like this. Okay. Sonetta, listen. You need to listen to this. Okay. All right. So when it comes to God, all right, God created us, made us all. Whether it started from one little seed, one little idea, and it sprouted, however you want to put it, started from God, okay? We have a part of God in us. This is where people say, you know, you're God. And then, you know, look, we have a part of God in us, you know? And when you hear Yeshua say, I go to prepare a place for you, but I leave a comforter. I've explained this before. This is where some people may call your conscience, but that's your spirit telling you, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. You know this is wrong. You know that ain't right. Then you got your other side that's going to just you yourself just saying, I'm going to do this anyway. Fuck it. When it comes to people's, when you hear God say God is all-knowing, and I don't understand why people don't get this. This is exactly why God wants us to have children, and we have children, because that is like the best example of what God is and what God represents and what God wants for us that you can fucking get. That's the best fucking example. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. All right, now think. God is a jealous God. If you have a child and you raise your child to be a certain way, and your child go call somebody, I've said this before, if your child went and call somebody else mommy or daddy, and you they damn parent, you're not gonna be mad? Should you not be mad? Yeah, you be fucking upset. You bathe, clothe, all that shit. Take care of that child, and that child call somebody else mom and dad. Yeah, you're gonna be pissed the fuck off. Okay? Think of that. It's not just God jealous like with his nose, like with God got his nose in the air. No, it's like, whoa, you know, how you gonna, I brought you here, how you gonna listen to something else that had nothing to do with you? Okay? You know, this whole thing with God being evil and all this other stuff. When you have a child, look, when you have a kid, you raise that child a certain way. You want that child, you teach that child right from wrong, okay? Now, with that child grow up, just like I said earlier in the live, if I did everything I could for my son, raise him right, everything's healthy, everything. If he go and decide for whatever reasons I may not know or do, I may not know, but he knows, and he go on the killing spree. I didn't expect him to do that shit. What I know is that I taught him to live his life this way. He chose to do that, and that shocks the hell out of me. Okay? Same thing with God. God knows, like, look, this is how we are supposed to live. But if you do something outside of that, God knows that it's a possibility you're going to do things outside of it, but the detriment of what the fuck you doing, like, whoa, okay, I know it'd be hard for you to do this, and this is why I put this in place. So when you fuck up or you mess up, you can say, God, I'm sorry, I messed up. It's hard because of who you know what I mean? You're a human being. You're in this body. You're going to make mistakes and stuff like that. But if you just go just going in schools, killing kids, doing over detriment, it's like, yo, you had something in you that told you that was wrong, but you went against that. God didn't sit up there and put you on the planet to do that. That's not something God expected you to do. You know what I mean? God didn't teach you that. You learned that shit on your own and you did it. Human beings, we started corruption and killing and all that shit, and it wildfired. You know, you can't blame God. Say, God, why my family died? Why my grandma died? Why this died? Because we started doing shit we wasn't supposed to do. When I hear people always talk about science, that's that all-knowing shit. That, to me, when I hear that shit, I know, like, science, that got to be the devil side, and anything that's pure and natural that people can't deal with and don't like, that comes from God. When it comes to time and patience and waiting and putting that, you know what I mean, that just being serene just to things and just letting God just let it take its course and do what it do. When you want something fast and shit like that, that's when science come in, and you know, and everything's sped up, and you know, man start tampering with shit because it ain't fast enough, or it's not adjusted to their lifestyle or the way they want, you know, the way they want to live. That's what it is. Yeah, God knows everything, because I know as a parent, think of God as your parent. I know what I taught you and what you supposed to do and how you supposed to live. Now, you go outside of those things. I know it's a possibility, but the detriment of what you fucking do wrong, I can't put it across that you wouldn't do it because those things are in the world, but it would still shock me as your parent because you did that. That's what all knowing is. We all have a part of God in us, all right? Let's look at God as this big spirit. We're gonna do this. This is the God, this big round spirit bubble, okay? And just little pieces of this bubble just went into all of us, okay? So we got a part of God in us, but we have a part of God in us, and we got an option what to do with it. We could live this way, do this, do that, try to help, whatever, how we supposed to live, or we could take that and try to switch that shit and use it for the wrong fucking thing, okay? The more you got people doing the wrong fucking thing, you know what I mean, that's taken away from God. When you got more people doing the right thing, that's adding on to God. When God is looking from a distance like, man, oh my goodness, I got, you know what I mean, all these people, I done put a part of me into this thing I created, and I'm losing a lot because these people are being corrupted. They're doing something else. They just killing themselves, and they get worse and worse and worse as time go on. It's almost part of, like, we are part of God, because the same thing that God, man, this is so crazy, because the same thing that is a part of, that is God, that's a part of us, it's almost like God is also trying to, or is bettering itself amongst itself. Like, the more we do good, the better, you know what I mean, the better of the part of God that's in us, it feels and is stronger, rather than you doing the wrong fucking thing. You know what I mean? You taking away from God and taking away from God, from yourself. You take away from yourself, you take away from the thing that created you. Like, why the fuck would you want to even live in turmoil and bullshit? Why would you, listen, sign that up. Why would you want to live in a place where you gotta ask for a fucking donation? Where when all this shit started, it was free. You know, that's the whole aspect of us being part of God, and God being all knowing. With God, you know, well, God's all knowing. You know, why he let so die and get cancer? God didn't let shit. Who created cancer? You gotta go. You know, you gotta blame. You gotta go all the way back to whoever started cancer. That's who you gotta blame and say, nigga, why did you do that shit? Why? Because God gave that person the gift. he could have took that. He could have took his gift and tried to create something to help people. But no, that person, whoever it was at that time, didn't. They used it to create something fucked up. And it spread it on throughout life and history, thus coming all the way to you and you having to reap the bullshit from it because nobody stopped that person back then. And everybody thought that shit was cool. That's what you can't blame God for it. That person knew better. You got to go to that motherfucker who did this or started whatever, and you got to blame that motherfucker. Don't sit up here and say, God did it, God did this, God did that. If you don't, look, this was funny. People say they don't believe in God, but say, well, why God do this, why God do that? You can't blame something you don't believe in. You're looking at it like God is the head. Shit, they gotta get it together. But you cannot use the Bible. With that being said, is the Bible good or is it bad? Is it right or is it wrong? Thou shalt not kill. You shouldn't kill somebody, right? Do you agree with that? Do you? I'm trying to talk, bitch. but you agree with that? Thou shalt not, covet thy neighbor's wife, his family away. No, if you agree with that, well, okay, boom. That's just two things that's right. So now you saying the Bible's full of shit. So is it full of shit or is it not full of shit? If you gotta tell it, you gotta be like Usher. If you gonna tell it, you gotta tell it all. Not damn it. Sit there and put it with you. I think we're gonna do True tomorrow because Sonetta. Oh! Every time Sonetta try to do a fundraiser.